Today, we're gonna make a Mediterranean pasta salad. I love pasta salad, it's so fun. We're going to show you a really cool way to do this with using fresh ingredients, using a little plant-based feta crumble cheese here. So really simple, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook off some pasta. I chose to cook off some farfalle, which is the Italian word for butterfly. It's one of my favorite pastas and I like it for a pasta salad because everything gets kind of evenly coated. Pasta that's sort of tubular, sometimes it doesn't get evenly coated and stuff gets in the inside. But I love the farfalle, but you can use whatever pasta you want. You wanna cook that off. Always use salted water. Salted helps it boil, but it's nice. A little olive oil in there too helps it not stick together. Get a salt in there. And you do want to cook that off, drain it, and chill it, which I've got waiting for me here. And then what I've done is I've chopped up a cucumber. I've got some red bell pepper, some red onion. I'm going to slice up some cherry tomatoes in here. I chopped up some fresh parsley. And then what I did was I made a really good fresh vinaigrette. I want a nice dressing for this, right? And I don't want it to be super heavy. So I used basically an olive oil and red wine vinegar dressing. Now I chose Bertolli, whatever kind of olive oil you like. You want to use an extra virgin olive oil, but make sure it has the rich taste. You don't want to use the olive oil that you cook with or fry with. I have that as well. You want to use a more bolder, more fragrant olive oil. Or if you have a nicer olive oil you want to use, this works really great for dressings and marinades. So a little olive oil, some red wine vinegar, some garlic, a little lemon juice. Now here's a little trick that I like to do. I like to buy lemon juice. I know it's like, well, why can't you juice a lemon? This is organic lemon juice. It's not expensive. I feel like juicing a lemon, sometimes you waste it. Sometimes the lemon's dirty. I don't know. I like this, and if you use it a lot, it's great. And it's something simple too. Remember, the simpler you can keep some of these recipes, just the easier it is. This is great to take for events, to share, for outdoor events, indoor events, or maybe if you're just craving some pasta salad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cooked pasta, okay? I'm gonna put it in a bowl. And then I've got all my chopped up ingredients. I've got my cucumber, I chopped up some Kalamata olives, some sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes. They have a really rich, earthy, really great flavor. Now, do you know the difference between a sun-dried tomato and an oven-dried tomato? You got it. A sun-dried tomato is dried in the sun. Oven-dried tomatoes are dried in the oven. Sun-dried tomatoes have a much more strong, much earthier flavor, which I love for this salad too. Kalamata olives, you get a lot of that salty richness from the Kalamata. And then we've got our plant-based feta cheese. So we use a lot of these. I use a lot of plant-based cheeses because, you know, I can't have dairy because of my situation, my lifestyle, and I do have a dairy allergy. So I found that the plant-based feta actually has the most close flavor to actual feta cheese. It's crazy how much this tastes just like feta cheese. And then I'm gonna take my little vinaigrette, just give that a little stir like that, really simple. I'm gonna add that into my pasta salad, nice and good in there. So fresh, you can smell that fresh lemon in there. And then really simple, voila, I'm just gonna mix this up, toss this up a bit. Now this is great, like I said, you do want to make sure, number one, that your pasta is not hot when you do this. It's gonna wilt the tomatoes, it's gonna add some heat to it, which you don't want. You wanna cool the pasta down. It doesn't need to be cold, but you do wanna refrigerate this for at least about a half an hour before you serve it. So I'm gonna toss this all together. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge, and what that'll do too is this dressing, this vinaigrette I made, it'll kind of congeal a little bit in the refrigerator. That olive oil is gonna get a little thicker like it does when it gets cold, and you're gonna have this nice, flavorful, oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to try this. I love these flavors coming together like this. Just a little bit of that crumbled plant-based feta is gonna add a nice richness, a nice cheesy aspect to it, and look how beautiful that is. It's super fresh, it's super fun. And remember, for those of you that know, plant-based is the way to go.